Hello and welcome back. If you're new to my channel, Do Yoga with Gail, welcome. Let's get ready to do some yoga. Unroll your mat, grab props if you'd like to use them. I'll give you a few seconds to get those things and I'll see you right back here. We'll start today in child's pose, so come off of your seat. Start on hands and knees. Separate the knees a little wider than the hips, toes together. Relax the hips to your heels, reach the arms forward. Relax your forehead down on the mat. Option with your arms reaching forward, if you like, you can turn the palms upward toward the sky. Let yourself just take a few moments to find a nice comfortable spot here in your child's pose as your body relaxes into space. Please remember to modify your practice today as it makes sense if you need. Challenge yourself if you choose. And just remember to stay focused, breathe. Maybe firing up a gentle ujjayi breath, that's the breath with sound, which helps to generate a little bit of heat in the body. Let's hold it here for about 3 more deep breaths. And flip the palms face down, come up onto your hands and knees. Bring the knees in a little so they line up under your hips, arching the spine. Inhale, coming into a little cow pose, eyes up. Then exhale into cat as you round down, tuck the tailbone a little here. Inhaling, arching, we'll tuck the toes, eyes up, downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. Feel free in your first down dog if you'd like to walk out the feet a little, pedaling out the heels. Just waking everything up. And taking a big inhale, lifting the heels up. Big exhale, sink the heels back down. Roll it forward to plank, line up the shoulders and hold for a full breath. Option to lower the knees if you need. Then come onto hands and knees. Slide your right leg straight back behind you with the toes tucked on the mat. Waking up the leg a little as you press the right heel back. Keep the hips level, float the right leg up, reach the left arm straight forward. Feel free to keep it right here, or if you'd like to add on, bend the right knee, reach your left hand back, grab the foot, kick into the hand, open the heart forward, look forward, and hold for 1 more breath. Let's meet with the right leg back, the left arm forward, taking an inhale. Then with your exhale, bring the knee to the elbow and round it in. Inhaling, reach out. Come back to hands and knees as you exhale. Inhale, arching the spine, little cow pose. Lift the tailbone, eyes up. Exhale into your cat as you round down, head down. Inhaling, arching, start tucking the toes. Downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. We'll hold for a full breath. And inhale, lift the heels up. Exhale, heels back down. Come forward to your plank pose, lining up the shoulders for a breath. Option to drop the knees if you choose. Come onto hands and knees. Now the left leg, slide it back, toes tucked on the mat. Little gentle press through the left heel. Keep your hips level, lift the left leg, right arm, reach it forward. Look at one point to help maintain the balance. You can keep it here or add on for the back bend. Bend the left knee, take your right hand to the left foot, kick up and back. We'll meet with the left leg back, the right arm forward, taking an inhale. With your exhale, bring the knee to the elbow and round it in. Inhaling, reach out. Exhale, hands and knees back on the mat. Arching the spine, little cow pose, eyes up. Exhale, round it down into your cat. Inhaling, gentle back bend, cow pose, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog, lifting the hips up and back. Hold for a full breath in. Full breath out. Inhaling, lift the heels up. Exhaling, sink the heels back down. Take it forward to plank pose, and this time we'll lower all the way onto the belly. Feel free to drop the knees if you choose, or lower in one straight line. Untuck your toes, slide the fingertips back half an inch, lift into high cobra, keeping the knees on the mat, shoulders over the wrists. Relax the gaze past the nose, one more breath. And we'll return to downward facing dog, hips up and back. Put a little bend in the knees, look forward. Walk or hop your feet to the front. Lift the chest on the inhale. Then exhale, round down and fold. Inhale, sweep the arms around, rise up. With your exhale, dive over the legs, arms behind you, interlace fingers, stretch the arms overhead, head down. Feel free to bend the knees as much as you like. Just make sure there's at least a micro bend. So we're adding to some release in the hamstrings, release in the low back. Take one more inhale. Exhaling, hands, fingertips to the mat, chest up. Send the left leg back in low lunge. Lift the right arm as you open to low lunge twist. Reach high, look up if you can. Taking one more big inhale. Then exhale, lower the right hand, down dog, step back. Big inhale, take it forward to plank, chaturanga, or drop the knees. Inhaling, upward facing, lift the knees. Downward facing or child's pose. Let's give it about 3 deep breaths. One more. Inhaling, lift the right leg up. Exhaling, knee to nose, bring it in. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, low lunge, big step through the hands. Step all the way forward to the front and fold over the legs, head down. Inhaling, sweep the arms around, rise up. Exhaling, dive, arms behind you, interlace fingers, opposite pinky finger on top, stretch arms overhead, head down. Soften the knees or micro bend, one more inhale. Exhale, hands, fingertips to the mat, chest up. Send the right leg back in low lunge. We'll take low lunge twist. Open your left arm up to the left side, reach high, maybe look up, one more inhale. Exhaling, lower the left hand, downward facing dog, step back. Big inhale, roll it forward to plank. chaturanga or drop the knees. Inhale, upward facing, open the heart. Exhale to downward facing or child's pose for 3 more deep breaths. One more full breath. From your downward facing dog, inhale, left leg up. Exhaling, knee to nose, bring it in. Inhale the left leg high. Exhaling, low lunge, big step through the hands. Step all the way up to the front and fold over the legs. Bring feet together, toes, heels touch. Utkatasana chair, sit deep, arms up. Plug the shoulders back a little, eyes up between the hands. One more inhale. Then exhale, dive over the legs. Left foot back, low lunge. Look forward for balance. Press down through the legs, high lunge, come up. Relax the shoulders. You can soften the back knee or straighten it out. See how it feels. That's completely up to you. Taking an inhale, and if it feels good with the knees, optional exhale, dip the back knee toward the mat. Inhaling up, or you're holding. Exhale, dip down. Inhaling up one more time. Exhaling, dip. Inhale, come up. We'll exhale, low lunge, twist the left hand to the mat. Keep your right arm reaching high. Look right, maybe look up. One more deep breath in. Then exhale the right hand down. Warrior 2, back heel to the mat. Come up, arms out. Look over the right hand for a breath. Reverse the warrior with the right arm over. We'll straighten the right leg, adding triangle pose, Trikonasana. Turn the arms, lower the right hand and lift the left. Look up if you can and hold for another deep breath. Then peek down at your front foot. Put a little bend in the right knee. Half moon Ardha Chandrasana. Reach the right arm out. Use your block if you like under the right hand. Keep the left arm lifting, lift the left leg up and away. Stay focused, strong breath. And when you're stable enough to do so, that's when you shift your gaze left. Maybe look up and hold for another deep breath. We'll take Skandasana, side lunge. Step your left foot back, your hands are inside the right foot. Stretch the right leg and bend deep through the left knee. Hold for a breath. We'll take it into lizard pose at the front. Come up, pivot, walk your hands around to the inside of the right foot. Drop the back knee down, chest up. You can hold it here. Option if you'd like to add on for the quad stretch, lift the back foot. Take your right hand to the back foot, sink the hips in, chest up, heart open, look toward the right and hold one more breath. Return to center. We'll meet with the hands inside the right foot, the back toes on the mat. Lift your back knee, down dog, step back. You can hold it here or flow through. Flowing through your plank chaturanga up dog is a good way to help keep the body nice and warm. Hold one more breath. We'll inhale the right leg up. Then exhale, bring the knee to the nose, round in. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, fallen triangle, bring the right knee to the left elbow, kick the right foot through, roll to the edges of the feet and float the left arm up. Maybe look up, one more inhale. Exhaling the left hand down, down dog split, the right leg up, low lunge, big step through the hands. Step all the way forward to the front and fold over the legs. Step your feet together, toes, heels touch, chair pose, Utkatasana, sit deep, arms up. Plug the shoulders back, knees back, hips down, relax the toes. One more inhale. Then exhale, dive over the legs and send the right leg back, low lunge. Look forward for balance, press down, high lunge, lift up. Soften the shoulders, option to soften the back knee or straighten, up to you. If it feels good to take the dips, otherwise hold here, inhale. Then exhale, dip the back knee straight down. Inhale up. Exhaling, dip. Inhale up, one more. Exhaling, dip. Inhale, back up. Exhale, low lunge twist, right hand to the mat, inside the left foot, lift the left arm, look up. One more big inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand, warrior two. Right heel spins flat, come up, arms out, look over the left hand for a breath. We'll reverse warrior, left arm over. Straighten the left leg to lengthen, Trikonasana triangle, turn the arms. Lower the left hand, lift the right. Look up if you can and hold. One more breath. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, peek down, soften a little bend in the left knee, use a block if you like under the left hand, reach out, keep the right arm lifting, right leg up. Looking down first to begin with, just so you see where you are, setting your foundation, and when you're stable to do so, look to the right, maybe look up and give it another full breath. Skandasana, side lunge, step your right foot back, the hands inside the left foot, bend deep through the right knee, stretch the left leg, one more breath. Take lizard pose to the front as you come up, pivot, walk your hands around, lower the back knee down, chest up, option to keep it here for the hip stretch, option if you'd like the quad stretch. Lift your back foot, take your left hand to the back foot, opposite hand, opposite foot, sink in, chest up, look left, one more breath. Return to center, hands inside the left foot. Tuck your back toes, lift the back knee, down dog, step back. You can hold it here or flow through. And we'll give it another deep breath. Inhaling, lift up the left leg. Exhaling, knee to nose. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, fall in triangle, left knee, right elbow. Step the left foot through. Roll to the edges of the feet and float the right arm high. Reach up. Maybe look up. One more inhale. Exhale, the right hand down. Down dog split, left leg up. Step through the hands. Step all the way forward to the front and fold over the legs. Step the feet hip width distance apart, adding some Padangusthasana hand to toe pose. Grab your big toes in yogi toe lock, first two fingers of each hand. Lift the chest, inhale. Then exhale, head down as you round. Elbows out, sit bones up. Option to take ragdoll if you choose. Hanging over the legs, hands to elbows. One more breath. Inhaling, chest up. Exhaling, releasing out the toes. Bring hands to the waist and with a flat back, press up slow to stand. When you come all the way up, keep the hands on the waist. We'll do some Dancer Natarajasana today. Standing tall, relax the shoulders. Shift your weight to the right leg. Lift the left knee, keep the hips level, and take your left hand. As you kick the left foot back, grab inside your left foot so that your left thumb is pointing to the room behind you. Zip it up by bringing the knees together. It helps to keep the hips level. Look straight ahead at one point. Raise your right arm up. Kick back and get the back bend. If you've gone that far, you can hold, keep the back bend, or work it deeper, deepen the back bend, kick up and back, reach forward, kick up, pull the right arm forward, hold, focus, one more breath. Then slowly bring it back up, releasing the left leg down, right arm by your side in Tadasana, finding stillness. We'll switch the sides. You can bring hands again onto the waist, shift your weight to the left leg, lift the right knee, hips level, take the right hand, kick the right foot back, grab inside the right foot so your right thumb points behind you, knees together, zip it up, look straight ahead at one point, lift the left arm, kick up and back. You can hold it here for the back bend, balance, option to work it deeper, keep kicking up and back, pull the left arm forward, breathe, focus, kick up one more time. Then slowly bring it back up. Breathe, lower the right leg, lower the left arm, find some stillness. Keeping your feet hip-width distance apart. Inhale, sweep the arms around. Exhale, dive over the legs. Padahastasana, hand to foot, chest up, fronts of the feet up, slide the hands under. Then drop the toes down, head down as you round. Elbows out a little bit. An option if you want to take ragdoll, hands to elbows. Just make sure that you switch the grip if you did that the first time. And hold for another 2 or 3 deep breaths. And inhaling, chest up. Exhaling, releasing out the hands. Step back into plank pose. And take a deep breath in. Come onto hands and knees as you exhale. Let's find a little breather in child's pose. Separate your knees, toes together, hips back, arms forward, and let's hold for about 5 deep breaths. It's a nice opportunity to check in with the breath if it's gotten a little away from you. An opportunity to refocus. And just check in with the body. One more breath. And we'll come up onto hands and knees. Bring the knees in. Let's actually bring the legs around front. And keeping your knees bending, all 10 toes pointing forward. Separate the feet about hip-width distance. Turn the fingertips in to point toward your hips. Press down, lift into reverse tabletop. As you come up, relax the toes, head back, knees forward, hips up, lift, relax the shoulders back and hold. One more big inhale, come up. Then exhale, lower the hips back down on the mat. We'll do one more little back bend like that. Option to do another reverse tabletop, or if you'd like to go for a reverse plank, Purvottanasana, feel free to do that. If you're going reverse plank, you're gonna straighten out the legs. So either keeping your knees bending or straighten out the legs. Press down, inhale, hips up, head back, lift. If the legs are straight, don't force the toes toward the floor. You might get a little cramp in the feet. So just be mindful, lift, breathe. One more inhale. Then exhale, hips back down. Straighten the legs out on the mat if they're not already. Sit tall, all 10 toes point up, arms high, inhale. Then exhale, come forward and grab your feet, grab toes, heels, use a strap or belt if you like. If the knees need to soften, let them soften. And taking an inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, releasing out your feet. Let's bend up at the knees. Lay back on the mat. You can hug the knees in a little bit. We'll do some reverse figure 4. So lower your left foot on the mat and take your right ankle above the left knee. Hug the left leg in. You can either interlace fingers on top of the left leg or behind the left leg, whatever feels better here. Melt your shoulders back toward the mat. And hold it here for another deep breath or two. Then letting go with a grip, just bring your left foot flat on the floor, drop the arms out to the sides, and bring your feet, or rather bring your knees toward the left side so that your right foot is actually touching the floor. Your right knee is mostly pointing up, and turn your head to the right. Hold for another deep breath. Just another little outer right hip stretch. We'll bring it back to center. Keep the right foot glued where it is above the left knee. Let's go the other way. Now your knees drop to the right. See if you can shift your gaze left. Hold for another deep breath. Then coming back through center, return your right foot to the mat, go the other way, left ankle above the right knee, reverse figure 4. Hug the right leg in, either on top of the right knee or behind the right knee grip. Make sure the head is resting on the mat, melt the shoulders back. And we'll hold it for another deep breath or two. Keeping your left foot where it is, just release the grip, right foot flat on the floor, arms out to the sides like airplane wings. Now drop your knees off to the right, so now your left foot is basically flat on the floor. See if you can shift your gaze left for a breath. Coming back through center. Bring both knees the other way. Drop your knees to the left. Maybe shift your gaze to the right. Then coming back through center, release your left foot back down on the mat. Hug the knees in. Maybe take a happy baby if you like. Now, option as we continue winding down, if you'd like to settle into Supta Baddha Konasana, feel free to rest here. Feet together, knees out, hands on the legs or your belly. You can always put blocks or rolled up blankets under the knees if the hips need a little more support. If you'd like to go upside down, taking a shoulder stand, headstand or any inversion as you see fit. Feel free. And if you're doing shoulder stand, Sarvangasana, making sure that there's no injury in the head, neck, or shoulders, only looking straight up at the sky, because when you're putting pressure on your shoulders, you make the neck very vulnerable. So if you need to see what I'm doing first, look first rather than looking while you're in the pose, right? Setting yourself up if you're going for it, arms alongside the body. Use a little momentum. If you need to rock up and down, you can do that too. Catch your hands to the lower back, lift the legs up, and just look up at your toes. Maybe add halasana plow, right? Legs overhead, toes toward the floor. Avoid tucking your chin too much in shoulder stand, and take one more breath. And we'll release. If you're upside down, slowly come back out. We'll take a little fish pose, Matsyasana. You can use a block or a blanket in between the shoulder blades, or just take the active variation. Straight legs, chest up, head back. And if you're doing the hip stretch, you can fold your knees back in together. Hug the knees in, windshield wiper the knees a little side to side, and hold for another deep breath or so. And releasing. Let's all hug the knees in toward the chest. Taking a deep breath in. And with your exhale, bring the forehead to the knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the legs out. Separate the feet a little. Turn the palms up and close your eyes, settling into Shavasana. Just enjoying these few moments of stillness before returning to your day. Feel everything just melt back on the mat. Let your body feel nice and heavy as you're fully supported by the mat and the ground beneath you. Feel free to remain here for longer if you have time. I will otherwise leave you here today. Thank you again for joining me on the mat. Until we meet again next time, namaste.